ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening once again and welcome to the Thomas A. Robertson Track and Field Stadium, where the lights are shining bright tonight, and hopefully this weekend the light will shine on our kids as they prepare to make noise against the rest of the Caribbean. And as usual, we've been introducing you to some of the members of this year's 80-member team. And joining us tonight, let him introduce himself and the event he'll be competing in.
My name is Gareth Lewis, and I'll be competing in the 4x4.
And God, interesting. Last year he competed in the under-17 division. Last year it was under-18. Now they pushed it back to the under-17, so now he got to compete in the under-20 this year, and he's the youngest member in the under-20 division. How does that feel for you now? They played a trick on you.
Yeah, they did, but it caught me by surprise, but I just knew that I had to work harder to make this team. I know when I make this team, through God, that I just have to do what I have to do to be the best that I can be on this track.
4x4 is going to be a very, very tough race. You ready for that?
Yes, sir, I'm ready. The whole team is ready. Yes, sir.
How have you been preparing for it?
Well, I've been training in September. From September, I've been doing hard work, dedication. I had to stay committed to this sport. I had to sacrifice a lot of things that I wanted to do just to be at where I am today. So I'm thankful that I was able to make this team, and I'm thankful that I'm here today to speak with you all.
Got a silver in the under-17 boys 4x4 last year. This year we're on home soil.
Oh, we're getting this goal. 2-for-2, we ready. We ready. Trust me.
And you were at Government House today. How was it for you?
It was a nice experience. I got to meet the Governor General. She's a nice lady. Shout out. Thank you for the most encouraging words. Thank you.
All right, and talking about Government House, Jonathan Benson was also there early this morning. For that, we turn it over to him.
Let's call it Carifta Day at Government House. First up was our track and field team, and they got some words of encouragement from the Governor General, Her Excellency Dame Marguerite Pinling, as they head into the Championships Easter weekend right here in the 242.
When Carifta was first introduced to the Bahamas, I could remember my husband headed to Bermuda. Wherever Carifta was being held, whatever country, Pinling was in that audience to cheer on the team. Kendall Nottage was the Minister of Youth and Sports. And Kendall Nottage started the Carifta team off 2 cases of Heineken beer because there was no money. So he had to find money whichever way he could to help. And you have grown by leaps and bounds. We are just so proud of you. On behalf of my late husband, I want to congratulate you and say to you, do the best you can and go for gold.
The Carifta swim and water polo teams also paying a courtesy call on the Governor General. The water polo team already has 3 gold medals in hand, while swimming heads to their segment of the championships on Thursday in Jamaica.
Water polo, set the standards and set it high. Let's see what we can do, swimmers. Come back with some goals, make us proud. Water polo, we're going to first continue what we're going to do and excel above and beyond. We have some more goals to get elsewhere. CC Can is coming up. So we're going for the goal again.
Our water polo team has started this year's legacy off with a performative example that beckons a parallel response. Whatever challenges you are faced with in the upcoming days, be optimistic. Whether it is back-to-back events with no rest in between, being on the 800 free relay, or walking around with a nice haircut. It is your duty to see the opportunities and embrace the challenges. To part, I would like to leave you all with a quote. The race goeth not to the swiftest, but to he who is willing to hold his breath till the end.
Jonathan Benson, ZNS Total Sports.
Thanks a lot, Johnny. Now, those swimmers will leave for Jamaica on Thursday. They begin competition on Saturday as well. That's when the track and field competition will begin right here at 9 o'clock in the morning. Last night over at the AF Alley Gym, the New Providence Basketball Association, they are into their semifinals. And for that, we join Kelsey Johnson.
Missing 7 consecutive free throws and 3 open shots in the final minutes of the fourth didn't help the Cairo Contractors' resistance. The team was 50% from the line, shooting 15 of 30. The missed shots at crucial times could have helped the Cairo Contractors' resistance defeat Alive Buckets, who won the game 102-82.
It's imperative that we do. We kind of spot them 2 games already. Just lackadaisical play. The energy wasn't there for the most half, but we'll try to make it up and come back in the fourth game, and see if we can make up for it.
It seems as though free throw is your biggest problem here tonight.
Free throws, and along with a few other things, I don't just want to rely on the free throws to say it being the reasons that we lost, but for the most part, all in all, we got to get it together. Free throws being one of the major parts of it.
The Alive Buckets now have a commanding 2-1 lead over the Carroll Contractors Resistance. The team is hoping to close out the series and take a break before the championship starts.
We're going to finish it our next game. We're going to go to the finals. The first game we lost. We just had to make some adjustments, defense, free throws. We're going to clear it out the next game for sure.
What will put you guys over the top to ensure that you're in the championship round?
All you got to do is stay aggressive, keep playing defense, keep talking, and play ball. That's it.
Alive Buckets will once again rely heavily on Rashard Ingram and Akil Bullard. The duo netted a collective 46 points. Ingram scored 25 points and Bullard 21. Kwame Gibson led the way for the Carroll Contractors Resistance with 23 points, and Sinead Phillips put up 21 points. The Commonwealth Bank Giants were also on the court on Monday night. They pounded the PJ Stingers 116-99 to take a commanding 2-game lead to none.
I mean, it's very important for us, as the team going in this series. The Stingers is a very, very competitive team. So for us, we're going to take one game at a time. We're talking some things we could definitely game 2. So we can be able to come with victorious. And I think once we do what we need to do and execute properly, we should be able to win this game.
We missed a lot of free throws and some critical layups. We have to execute more better by hitting our free throws, hitting our layups. Our defense was good last game. I hope it be better. And we have to win this game.
Games will continue on Wednesday with the Breezes High Flyers and the Triple Cake Stampers. Kelsey Johnson, ZNS Total Sports.
Thanks a lot, Kelsey. Now, coming up next week, the 6th and the 7th of April, is the Sedurwood Knowles Junior National Regatta. It will be held in Grand Bahama. Tino Beach will be the site.
The response that we've been getting is overwhelming to the ministry. Obviously, a lot of persons in the sailing community, in the regatta community, has the utmost respect for the late Sir Derwin Knowles. And they're wanting to show that in the activities of the young people who are going to be coming to participate in the sailing that's going to be taking place in Grand Bahama. And it is our intent as a government to make sailing the national sport of the Bahamas, and we want to make sure that throughout the public schools that the young people are actually getting involved in the sport of sailing. The Bahamas is a maritime nation, and I believe that we ought to focus more on the things that our ancestors, our forebears would have been involved in, and that is the business of sailing, both for commercial and for recreation.
Thanks a lot. Well, that's going to do it for sports on a Tuesday. 3 more days and counting to the Carifta Track and Field Championships. The opening ceremony Friday evening at 6 o'clock. Saturday morning competition will start. Let's all come on down, buy your tickets, cheer on Team Bahamas as we go for gold. Thanks for watching, everybody.